Now, as I'm sure you know, there was a new arrival in Emmerdale last night. He is the son of evil peers.
Hi, can I help you?
I'm not sure. I'm looking for Rona Goskirk.
And you are?
Marcus Dean.
Sorry, I've got an urgent appointment that I need to get to, so...
I asked at the cafe, and they said this is where she works.
Like I say, I wish I could stop and help.
Hang on. Are you Rona?
Yes, I am.
Well, Darcy Grey, who plays Marcus, joins me now. That's you made your debut. Congratulations.
Lorraine, thank you very, very much. It's very surreal and strange.
It must be a little bit surreal and strange. But he's already made an impact. Tonight we're going to see a lot more, and obviously all of the next coming weeks, because ghastly father, a bit hideous father. So everybody will be wondering, what's your character going to be like? And they'll be finding out while we find out.
Yeah, look, I mean, I think it's one of those things where it's such a strong storyline to come into.
Huge,
so
yeah.
you've got to be very careful treading those sorts of waters. So yeah, absolutely, we'll definitely find out a bit more about who he is, and I think that's the really lovely thing about Marcus, is that he's coming in with this presumption of who he is, but you know, only time will tell. Right. Exactly who that person actually is.
Oh, I hope he's lovely. We need that. But we'll see. You're not giving anything away, and we don't want you to either. That's the best idea. And it's a great place to work. We know that. I mean, do you already feel like really part of the gang now? Yeah,
honestly, I think everyone that I've met so far in Leeds is just absolutely lovely, and it genuinely feels like a massive family. And I'm not saying that just to say that. It's one of those things where, you know, you live in London, you sort of, everyone's running around trying to figure, you know, their way out.
Sure.
And you go up to Leeds and you sort of, everyone's welcoming you. They sort of hand you coffees, they hand you things like that, and you're like, God, I'm not used to this.
I know, it is a great place to work, it really is. But what is because it must have been a wee bit like going inside your TV, you know, when you walk on the set, or you see everyone. And was there anyone that you thought, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm actually going to be working with this person?
Yeah, of course, absolutely. You know, it's one of those things where you sort of meet these people that you've watched and you've seen, and you've sort of I've done my research on them, and you kind of like, you have to sort of try to disassociate yourself with everything like that. Right. So I was trying to be all cool, calm and collected. How well I pulled it off, I don't know, but... I'm sure
it was absolutely fine. It really was. When you got the call that you've got the job, and that's always a lovely call to get, isn't it? Had you sort of thought about, oh, maybe a career change or thinking about things? What I'm saying is, did it come at absolutely the right time for you?
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things where being an actor, I mean, not to sound too, you know, soft about it, it's kind of a really difficult thing to try and break into. Of course
it is, yeah.
And so there's plenty of rejection, as we know. And so, you know, my brain, I'm quite a self-conscious guy, and I wouldn't say I'm the most confident person, and sometimes with something like this, you have to just be so stubborn to just continuously pursue the thing that you want to be doing. And so, yeah, when I got the call, it was finally affirmation of someone saying, cool, you're good enough, you got it. And it's kind of, it's all of that relief, all of that comes with it. So
no, it's fantastic. Amazing. And I mean, for goodness sake, you've skyrocketed into one of the most popular shows on television.
I know, what have I done?
No, it'll be fine. Just prepare yourself, yourself for all of that. Really interesting background, though. Born here. Yeah. And then you go to Spain as a wee baby. Yeah. So clearly you grew up speaking Spanish and English?
Yeah, through no effort of my own.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
You're so lucky.
Yeah, I suppose it is lucky.
Oh, it's amazing to have that skill.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I've used it loads. Like, my stepdad's Spanish, so like I try to keep it up as much as I possibly can with him. And yeah, whenever we go to Spain, it's only then when I'm like, okay, this is so useful to have, because it's a totally different connection that you get with people when you speak in the
brilliant. And again, as an actor, it opens up a whole new area for you as well. You know, this is the thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
As if that wasn't enough, you've got a smattering of Russian.
Well, I pretend that I can speak a bit of Russian, yes. Yeah,
because you were there, you went there. Now, how did that work out? Did you go there to study, or was it part of a group?
Yes, exactly. So with my drama school, we went out there, which is part of the reason why I actually wanted to go to that particular school, because I always thought that to get the most, sort of the best out of a school, I suppose, it's better to get the most different
experiences, of course.
And Russians are just so amazing. They're so deep and dark in their acting. So, and obviously within the language, it's really really in their body. So yeah, I pretended that I can speak a bit of Russian and sort of got away with it.
But it'll come back to you. I did it at school and I've forgotten most of it. But see, it's amazing when you have some vodka.
Yeah.
It just comes back.
Sort of in that spirit inside you.
Exactly, and then it
vodka.
comes out and all of a sudden you're very fluent. But what a great thing to have, it's fantastic. When you are working as a jobbing actor and you're learning, you know, and you're growing and you're learning, you do have to do lots of different jobs as well. And that's great. You don't want to be sitting at home. You have to, and that's the thing I think people forget. You know, actors have to earn money. So when you're not actually doing it,
Surprise,
you're out doing that. And you were doing dog food.
I was indeed.
Good for you.
Yeah, I know. It's
good for you.
You know, I keep saying that it's this embarrassing thing that I had to do beforehand because it's such a strange thing to have done. It's like to sell dog food is just like the weirdest thing you.
Our doggies have got to eat. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Very important.
The best, healthiest, posh dog food around, obviously. I'm not trying to sell it to anyone, I promise. But yeah, look, it was a really lovely experience because they employed loads of actors. So in terms of working with people, I've got to give them credit because it definitely is a bit of a saving grace because if you're an out-of-job actor having to work in pubs and things like that, it can sometimes get a bit monotonous and tough.
Sure.
So to be in and amongst people that are still working, some of them are booking jobs, it sort of makes you look like, OK, well, he's
you've got to earn a living. This is the thing. And you're so right about the fact that you have to... I don't know how you do it. I genuinely don't. Especially when you're starting out and you get rejection after rejection. But you've got to stick at it and look what's happened to you.
I know.
You've got this great part.
Yes, I know.
I really hope we're going to see you in it for a long time.
Yes.
For a long time.
Yeah,
I really do. It's an intriguing character, and that's what I love. We will get to know him as the weeks go on. Will you come back and see us?
I would love to, Lorraine.
Come back and see us. And Emmerdale's obviously on tonight, 7 o'clock on ITV, and we'll find out a lot more about Marcos and how fantastic that you can do Spanish and Russian. Love that.
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you.
Thank you, Lorraine.
Thank you, lovely. Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.